Good morning, my friends. Okay, Janice Christiansen here from Happy Stampin' with Janice. I want to do a quick little video. I'll try to make it quick, of course, showing you some really cute, unique masculine cards. Today, I'm going to work out of, with this catalog, I'm going to work with the stamp set, A Good Man. I'm going to work with this stamp set right here. I love this stamp set. There is another one in the mini catalog, the occasions catalog, that is of women, and it is beautiful. I will probably get that one and hope and pray they carry it on to the next catalog. But one way or the other, I'm going to get it. It's ironically right beside the stamp set Sailing Home. You can tell I really love Stampin' Up's products. I'm going to do some work with some of the dies from the Bunch of Banners dies. I took the words out of the Bumblebee Ladybug set, the Happy Birthday. So, let me get started. First thing I did is I went and I picked out the colors that I wanted to work with. So, I matched out the ink pads with the cardstock with that go with the theme. All right, so I did not purchase the designer series paper. Samples came in a package. When you bought the mini guillotine cutter, you got a package of all the cardstock DSPs that were premiered in that catalog. So this is all I have of this, but I thought this was absolutely perfect. I wanted to do masculine cards, so I played with it. There are two sides to each piece, and this is what I have left over what I cut and used. I guess I'm supposed to tell you what color cardstocks I'm using, but what I'm going to do is eventually get to a blog, and on the blog it will show you all the supplies and measurements. All right, this is the first one I'm doing. Very simple, but yet very unique, very pretty. Love, love, love it. All right, so I'm going to set everything aside except for what I want to use right now. Now, I decided to deviate from this one just a little bit. I didn't want to use up all. I didn't want everything to be the exact same color. So, excuse me, I'm going to deviate a little bit. All right, so remember we used the aqua pen? We're going to use it again. All right, I'm inking it up to create the bottom green. Remember, all I did was take the block that I had and I stamped it into the water. I'm sorry, no, I stamped it into the ink pad, and then I'm going to take the blender, the aqua pen. Too much ink, done with it, wipe it off, back to square one. Love it. Close that up so I don't have any mistakes. As I've said before, and I'll say again, I do make mistakes. All right, so this time I'm going to go with the blue. There's blue in here. Remember I told you if you squeeze the lid down, you can transfer some of that ink. So there's blue in here. Wow, that looks really super wet. So let me blot that out a little bit. I'm going to work from the top down because I do want it to get lighter as I go down. All right. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, close up my ink pad and go on to the next step. Okay, so when you are stamping with, where's my black pad? StazOn right here in front of me. All right, so when you're stamping and you want to work with water or alcohol and you want to blend, the best inks to use are the Memento, which I don't have yet. It's on back order, but it's coming, or the StazOn. These are more of a permanent ink. They are designed not to bleed, not to blend when you add the water to it. So I am going to work on that. You know what? I did this wrong already, and there's two sides to every piece of paper. Let's flip this over. I should have stamped him first. So, haha, very first thing I do, and I make a mistake already, but that's all right. All right, I'm going to do this over this way because I found I can hit it harder. I think my ink pad needs some more ink, so I will go back and re-ink that in a little while. All right, so I'm going to stamp him first. Have you figured out what I did wrong already? I don't want all that color in his background. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this again. Taking this, do a little on the sides. See how easy it was to fix that mistake that I made? I don't want to have to compete with the colors when... There. All right. It took me less than 30 seconds to go back and fix the mistake I made. I'm gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna put a little dab of water in there because I want to make sure I get that blue off. Even on this particular case, it won't make that much difference. I don't want that blue on there. All right, bring this down here. I've recently discovered watercoloring, which I've shared in my last video, and I gotta tell you, I really love it. My son has said it made such a huge difference on the card, which, by the way, my son is my biggest cheerleader, so very, very grateful for him. He just doesn't even know it. If he said, no, Mom, not good, I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna fill this in because I want all of this. Like that. Okay. So now fix the mistake and gone on to the next thing. All right, there's no green in that. So I'm going to wipe the green off. I'm going to put a little dab. There is a little dab, and I don't want a big dab because I don't want a lot of water. Blot that off. Yes. So give his, too much water on there. Much water. Let's blot that off. All right. Try to get all of the area where his shorts are. Too much water, blot that off. There we go. All right. Just like that, his shorts are done. All right, believe it or not, I did do his shirt on the original in the red, but this red is lovely lipstick. And it can be weakened to be paler. I love the tip on this aqua pen. It just allows you to go exactly where you want to go and get that fine detail. Look at that. I like it. All right, I want to do a little bit of an outlining on here. So I'm going to get a little stronger ink and add that outlining detail. All right, just like that, that is done. Clean my aqua pen off, we're good to go. Now, it's really hard to find a skin tone, so I played around with it, and I thought the So Saffron was a good shade. All right, I'm gonna lay this down flat. To me, it makes it look like he's got a little bit of gold, kissed by the sun, as Kenny Chesney said. A little bit of gold in there. A little bit of green on his leg. It's in there. That's all right. The grass. He was playing in the grass. He got a little spot of green on his leg. Why not? Get his arm. And we're going to give him a khaki hat, which probably wasn't good, but that's all right. I don't care. I'm not going to color in the chair because it isn't that important to me. You can color in as much or as little as you want. His hat has a blue band on it. All right, that is all I'm going to do on him. So now the next steps are simply putting it all together. All right, so this is done. I pre-cut this. When I get my blog together, I will put the measurements for all of these cards. I decided that I wanted to mix this one up a little bit. I didn't want to go with the same as the other one. What I just did recently was mailed, God, isn't that pretty? Mailed all my finished projects out to 48 of my closest friends. I got 2 addresses of people after they were already done, and I'm really sorry, but after it was already done, I didn't go back and do it again. So your names will be added to the next list. when I accumulate a bunch of cards, I will be happy to send them out as gifts for you. What I did was I didn't put anything on the inside of their cards. I left them blank. And I gave them an envelope. And I put a note on there that my card was sent to you. And I got this card from somebody this idea off of the internet. So I cannot steal it. I just can't give it credit to who I got it from. So, okay. Because it was still a little damp and watercolored, I wanted to make sure I reinforced it tightly with all the tape. So anyways, I sent those cards out to people. And I put a little note on the inside that said, I didn't sign this card because I wanted you to be able to reuse it to make somebody else's day. I hope that you felt the love coming from me in the sending of this card and forward that love onto someone else. So today's the day those cards are going to start hitting people. So today's the day I'm going to find out how well that went. One person already wrote me, said absolutely loved her card and was interested in purchasing orders for new ones. So yay, didn't expect that. Bonus for sure, but that makes me very happy. All right, so as you can see, I'm taping this down. I probably put too much tape on this, but it was a habit out of the other one. All right, so I chose this time that I wanted to use the golfing theme. To be serious and honest with you, in my life, I only have one person who golfs. So I wasn't interested truly in purchasing the whole golfing theme set, so I didn't. That's another thing really great about Stampin' Up! Is they cover so many categories. Whoa! Okay, wait a minute. Stop. Pull this up. That's all right. That's the underside of the card. Nobody's going to see it. Caught myself before I made a mistake. So let's cut this off. I'm going to cut this off because I can't use this now. So throw this away. Oh, still sticky. Throw that away. Okay. What I was about to do was to tape all along the top because I didn't look at it first. But I don't want it to go all along the top because you're going to open this card like this. And you're not going to want tape sticking that down to that. So what I needed to do was tape it right here along the side. Go right there, knowing that I've gone in far enough to hit the whole rim. All right. Oh, take this tape off. Love this tape. Love this tape. All right, I'm going to bring this over right here because I want to make sure that it has room over here. Tape that down. Woohoo! I can live with that. All right. On this one, same thing. Now look, this coordinates with that. Same colors, same colors. So I could easily put this right here and know that it would coordinate. But following the theme of the first one I did, I'm going to leave the tennis or the golfing tees and balls standing straight up. Once again, probably too much tape, but I like it. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here. Lay it down so that perfect. All right, you know what? I might do that on this one. I'm gonna take this side down. Just imagine that you could do this card with any designer series paper and any themed stamp set. Would work really cute with the bumblebees, which I have. It would work really cute with roses, things like that. All right, so we are almost done here. Let me get that trash cleaned up. On the inside, I'm going to go ahead and stamp these. Now, I have all these words laid out. You did a great job. You're the best. Here, right here. All right, so you did a great job. One of the tips that I do is when I take my block and I want to put more than one design on it, I use the grid paper. From where I'm sitting, the lines on the grid paper are lined up. So based on the shadow, I'm going to put the stamp down so that it runs parallel with the lines in my shadow. So hopefully that will mean that they match up nicely. So far, so good. All right, so this one I can tell is based on the shadow is not nice and straight. All right, much better, much better. All right, so I'm going to ink this up. I want to do this. I could do it in green. No, there's a lot of green, so I'll do it in blue. Okay, tap, tap. Look at it. Looks good. Put these two over here. It says you did a great job. You do a great job of being a great guy. Relax, it's your day. And I want to put this over here. Being a good dad starts with being a great man. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so this ink pad is really, really juicy. I know from experience that this ink is still a little wet. So I'm going to try to give it a minute before I take any chances of messing it up. All right. I could blow it with the heat gun. It seems to be pretty dry. So I'm filming this all by myself today. I did not ask for Blake's assistance, and so I'm really hoping and praying that the lighting is good and the camera's at the right spot. I'm so amateur at this that I am learning every single time. Now, I want this to cover the words. I don't mind the white sticking out, but I don't want the words to stick out. So I'm going to lay that down like that. I very much want to do it on the back side so I don't smear any ink. And voila, just like that. Easy peasy, beautiful card. Now, this card is bigger than the normal. This card is not 5.5 by 4 1/4. This card is more like 5 by 5. So I will do a video on how to use the envelope punch when you're doing a card that's bigger than a normal card. So I'm going to set that aside, set the matching one aside, and go to the next one. All right, so you know what? I'm going to do this one next just because it's easy peasy and I want to feel like I've accomplished something. This goes with this. All right, so I took these dies and I lined them all up at one time on a piece of cardstock. And so what I did is I put them all on the cardstock in the order that they are by size. And I ran it through once with a piece of white paper, and then I ran it through again. Now you might want to use a piece of painter's tape or washi tape to tape these down because they do jump a bit and you want them all flat. You don't want any of the tin over top of the other tin or it will not cut it properly. So I had to take a piece of, I use painter's tape to tape them down on the die cut plate and run them through the machine that way. So I did that. So that's why I have all of these pieces right here. Now, these pieces make it easy to go back and be creative. So, showing you the story with that, I'm going to set these aside to get them out of my way because we are live and I don't want to waste a lot of your time. All right, so this one, I'm going to do the man holding his little man. Here is this one right here. So set this aside. Once again, I'm going to stamp this in black with stays on because I'm doing a little bit of watercoloring. All right, now I'm going to put this over here because I want to make sure that I stay within the lines. All right, I'm not going to try to fix this because if I tried it, well, you know what? There's two sides to every piece of paper. Let's flip that over. Let's put him down. I said earlier, I think this pad needs to be re-inked, and there you go. All right, if I do this, I know I'll get a better ink image. All right, I think he was up high. Ah, much better. Okay. Glad I fixed it. Don't want to send out an inferior product. Even though no two cards are the same and flaws show character and that it's a handmade original. So typically I don't have a problem with it. But if I can show you how to fix it, I'm going to show you how to fix it. All right, so I want to do this. No, I like this. Let's dress them both the same again. All right, so this time, a little bit of water on that brush, not a lot, don't want a lot. All right, do his t-shirt. and do Dad's t-shirt. See, they're dressed like twins today. Don't all little boys want to dress like their daddy? All right, I'm gonna go back like that and go highlight, get a little bit stronger ink and highlight the folds. Excuse me, hope you didn't hear that. All right, their tops are done with the blue. Now I'm going to do their breeches. All right, wipe this off real good. Make sure there's no yellow on here. Even though I'm going to a darker, it won't make that much difference. I want these things to be smoother. Some water in here and see if I can't get this blue. All right, I had squeezed that before. I am using just regular Whisper White cardstock. If you did this on watercolor paper, the effect would be so different, and it would be really so much better, so much cooler. But you know what? I don't care. I didn't want to invest in, I have the watercolor paper, but I wanted to do it on this because I wanted all my cardstock to match. I'm going to do his hair and the crumb cake. Blot that water off. Okay. Do I need to do their skin? I don't know if I do or not. You know what? I'm going to do a little bit of that on here. And since I did the shirt in the So Saffron, I'm going to, it doesn't matter about this. On a different corner, I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to blend these two together. Hopefully it doesn't come out too dark. Color his, don't forget his foot's down there. All right, Dad's a construction worker. He's got a really good tan. All right, I'm happy with that. Just like that, all finished. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with the frames. Now the frame piece, on one side is actually wider than my tape. I'm going to show you what I do with that. Turn that off. Oh, my poor dogs are at the door crying. They do not like to be separated from me. I hear you, Peachy. All right, let me rip this off. Come on, baby. Don't you know I'm on live? All right. Because this is so narrow, there we go. I couldn't rub it the way I normally rub it, so I had to go. This one's giving me a little bit more room to do that. Let me hold this down right here. All right. So, I'm going to. All right, so I said this tape is a little bit narrow. All you do is take your thumb and roll that tape up underneath. And now there shouldn't be any tape hanging over the edge. So it should be a good cut. I pre-cut this cardstock, so I know that I should be able to lay it right down. Let go of my finger. Oh, fiddlesticks. All right, so all I had to do was lay it down better. Let's start on the top. It is on covering both sides, and now lay it down. All right, I'm a little bit to the side angle, so I'm just going to trim that up. No big deal. All right, and so what I'm going to do, instead of measuring and cutting I'm just going to trace this out. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so that piece is done. I'm going to set that aside. The You're the Boss, I already cut that out. All I have to, you're not the boss, you're the best. All right, put that right here now because I want to make sure that I stay within the lines. I'm going to stamp that right there. And then go back and do the same thing with this. Now this one, I'm going to do the glue. Casey, return my rubber mat. My daughter loves to play with this rubber mat because she likes the sensation of peeling dried glue off. So it's actually got way too much glue on it. So I think my solution to that is going to be to take it and blot it here. Maybe I can get rid of some of that. Yep, that worked perfect. And do this, lay it down on there. Perfect. You know what? I messed up. I should have done that on the paper. But that's all right. All right, I'm going to give that 2 seconds to dry off to the side because I'm going to layer it. I don't want it to go straight to the paper like that. All right, and so on this one, the happy birthday stamp came from the Bumblebee set. So 2 sides to every piece of paper. There's 2 sides to every block. So I'll put it on this block. All right, and since I did green, I painted blue. You know what? Let me do blue, green, blue, green. That would involve too much wiping. All right, so let me just do it like this. Tap, look at it, straight down, straight up. All right, I have ink on my fingers now, so I have to be careful. Straight down, straight up. The original one, I had ink on my finger, and I messed and showed on the design. So I, stamper's trick, covered it. All right, I want to put this up here. Okay, so it looks like wallpaper. The design is not ending. Okay. All right, where's my background paper for that? All right, that's my inside piece. I'm going to stamp that. So I feel kind of silly. Did I forget to cut that background piece? I did. So let me pull this out real fast. I don't know if you can see off to the side where I'm cutting it, but using the paper cutter, easy peasy. Put it in my finger. All right, go back with a bone folder in a minute. All right, so I stamped this. Now I'm going to put the tape on it to layer it on the front. Hopefully the recording is still happening, so I'm not wasting my time because I don't know what's going on. One of these days I'll get technically advanced and I'll be able to see it beside me as I'm working. Many of the demonstrators do that. Look, there's the one I made the mistake. Oh, look how it came through in his britches. Looks like he's got spoiled britches. All right, so this one I decided I wanted to puff it up. I wanted him to stand up a little bit higher. Put some pop dots on here. All right, and pull these tabs out. All right, now I'm going to layer him. Push the tabs down. Perfect. All right, so where's my best? Right here. Dry enough to touch. Love, love, love it. All right, so as you saw, I puffed that up. So this one, I'm going to layer it off of it, so I'm not going to puff the whole thing. Put a pop dot on half of it. The half that is not going to touch the paper or sit on the flat part. All right, so this is what I mean. This is already puffed up because of the bottom. And now the pop dot's going to raise that one up. Okay, there's the outside. Let's do the inside real fast. in the same two colors, blue and green. Let me wipe that off. I don't know what color I had on there. It looks like I had blue. All right, and this is green. No, I might get a little blended color. Ah, that looks very good, yeah. All right, and I did this with blue before. I didn't clean them yet. Shame on me. Nobody wants... I don't, because of being on live, I don't want to take the time to stop and clean it. All right, so I am going to put a piece of scrap paper down. Let me see if this tissue works. Nope, I don't want that water to bleed through. I'm going to put, I didn't clean it, so look what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover this because I don't want this to show up. See how that ink would have shown up? All right, so if I go like this, I'm going to come over a little bit, center that. That technique is actually called masking, and you can do easy, whole class on that one too. All right, so this is my card here. I want to finish this up. Tape down, put the tape down. The tape pick tool is the best for doing that, but I have my tweezers handy. All right, so, oh shoot, first of all, look at the ink on my fingers. Second of all, look how crooked that went. All right, so let's fix this. Let me see if I can buff that out a little bit. Dilute it. Don't want to do this too much because this is not water paper. All right, that made a difference. That lightened it up a good bit. I will go back and maybe put an embellishment over it or leave it like it is because it's a handmade card. All right, voila, second card made. All right, this one, also very, very simple. I did everything for you in advance except for these two guys. So all I'm going to do with these two guys, now he's already black from the first impression because I'm not doing good at going back and cleaning up as I go along. Take the cover off of that. Can you hear that it's raining? You know what? I just realized I forgot to turn the fan off. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am such an amateur at this. I should have known better. All right, so that one is good. This time I'm going to use this guy. Haven't used him yet. I'm tapping really hard because I really want to make sure I get him. All right, so I'm going to do that. Up and down. All right, so the uniqueness on this card is that I took it to the die cut machine with this oval and cut them out. Let me see how fast I can do this without... When you go fast, you tend to make mistakes. So I'm trying my best not to. Hope my bum is not on the camera, but, you know, this is live. 2 more seconds. Paste doesn't make waste here. Through the art of live television, I guess I should have done that in advance, but I didn't. Okay, scrap paper. Well, I could save that for something, no doubt about it. All right, cut them out using the oval die shape. Once again, coloring these in. Really super easy. You guys watching me are going to be pros at this watercolor. I expect everybody to want to buy these aqua pens to do your own creating. I'm going to make this really simple. give them both the same color clothes because I feel like I don't want to make you wait. All right, so that's that one. The green is still open, yay. Go back and give her green pants. And give him do the lines. All right. Now open up the blue. Set that aside. Pick up some of that ink. Just put my nail in there. All right. I want. You know what I didn't do? I didn't clean my aqua pen off between colors. But you know what though? It is going to be just fine. All right, almost done, almost done. Beautiful. All right, and then we have a little bit of red. His breeches and her shirt. Set that off to the side, clean my aqua pen, pick up some of that pink. I think I need to get my tip cleaned off. Drop some of that water. Put him. Alright, so too much water is not good. Drop some of that water. Come back and pick up some of this color. Alright, that's good for her. The blue and the pink on him gave him purple shorts. Alright, splash of color. Oh, look what I did. I forgot to do his sleeve. No big deal. Come back. Touch his sleeve. Alright, so the only thing that isn't done is their skin and their hair. You do the cocoa for their hair. Touch that. We're all going to have the same color hair because I don't want to waste any more of you. I don't want you guys to feel... All right, shut up, Janice. Okay. All right, da-da-da. All right, not going to do their skin. No, because, yes, I am. Little block here, little block there. That one might need a little bit bigger block. All right, mix the two together. The foot to her arm. Okay, oh, don't forget his foot. His foot right there. All right, beautiful. My pen is wiped off. I'm going to take 2 seconds to close these because, yes, I will put my finger in one of them. Put these over. It would be really smart of me right now to go back and clean all my stamps, but I will do that when we are finished. Only because... All right, and I need the red and the blue. Red for the heart, which I have used the others, made use of the opposite side of my block. Tap, tap, tap. Make sure you got it all. Down, up. All right, that takes care of that. And then the... I grew up loved. I love that. I grew up loved. My daddy is my hero. I think it's funny when I hear grown women call their father daddy, but you know what? My dad is my hero. The only man in my world who did not hurt me. Well, my boys haven't hurt me. My boys made me super proud. So, all right. So that is good. Close up my ink pad and my pieces. So I wanted those two. This one we're going to layer with the pop dot. But I want to put my 2 circles down. All right. I could easily put a lot of tape on there, but I don't want to. See how I went over the edge? No big deal. Come back, roll that up. We're good. All right, on my piece of paper right here, put that right there. All right, on my piece of paper here, eyeballing it so it looks like it's in the even spot right there. Take my little piece, put some pop dots on it. I'm telling you, this is so instant gratification that I cannot help but be addicted. It is something that just makes you feel good knowing that, wow, I did that. Wow, look how fast that took. Wow, I want to do another one. What else can I do? What happens if I do it like this? And oh man, did you see that paper? That paper would look so good on there. All right. Okay, line that, rub that, burnish that tape down. There's the front. All right, on the inside, I took a plain piece of paper. Know what to do with that one, but it's here somewhere. Plain piece of paper and layered it. Not layered it, laid it down. I guess it is the same definition. I don't know. You know what though? That. Is there any yellow in here? Yes! Look what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So the inside layer, instead of being the size of the cardstock, you want it to be a little bit smaller. Size of the standard fold, you want it to be a little bit smaller. So I do 5 3/8 and 4 1/8. That is a smaller dimension to the size of the outside card. So I'm going to do that. All right, get this out of my way. Put some tape. Why do I keep flipping a blank piece of paper over? Habit. All right, put that down. I hope I'm not going out of the camera. Come back in, camera Janice. All right, put that down. All right, layer that. All right, so when I cut this background paper, I had trims. And I thought, that's adorable. What can I do with that trim? Well, if you saw my other cards, previous cards, when I did the lovely, was it lovely lace? No, that doesn't sound right. There was another set where I did this, and I used the trims of cardstock to decorate the outside. Well, I decided I wanted to do this on the inside, just to add a little bit of color dimension to the inside. Nope. Okay, before I burnish it down, lift it up. All right, that one is to the edge, and that one is to the edge. Perfect. All right, put this on here. I think it's a great way to add embellishments or another degree to the inside of the cards. What color was that? That was green. Since I didn't clean it off, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it with the green again. No harm, no foul. I didn't put that on the inside, so that's outside, so that's good. And then, what's your day? No. I want to do You're the Best. You're the best. Right there. Perfect. Doo-doo. All right, my friends, just like that, another card is complete. Beautiful watercoloring techniques, layering, and showing the advantages. All right, so another one I did. I'm not going to demonstrate this, but on this one, I did the watercolor. I used the oval dies to cut the circles out. Now, you see, their clothes are different. All you do is you take this stamp and you stamp this on the printed designer series paper in black, and then with your 5 fussy cutting your little scissors, snips, go back and cut out that on the designer series paper. That's a class in itself, and I will do that another time, but that card is beautiful, and I'm not going to make that one today. I'm going to do this one today because I want to show you how easy it is, and I'm still recording, yay! How easy it is to do a monochromatic. Monochromatic, all one color, okay? So I did that. Now here is this piece of paper I needed for this one. This one does not involve any watercolor. I chose the blue, so let's close the back up. Did I do the man sitting down yet? No, I didn't do the man sitting down yet. You sure? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did do the man sitting down. So I have all 3 of them. So let's do the father and the daughter one again. All right, now at this point, I need to clean my stamps because I don't want black. I want monochromatic, meaning I'm going to use the blue on everything. All right, that looks good. Now take mine down and wipe this off really good. All right, all I'm going to do is blue. That's it, nothing else. All right, so I'm going to take the blue, and on this one, I want to do I grew up loved. I really like that phrase. Touches my heart because I did grow up loved with my dad. I remember holding his hand, walking into the bank, spending quality time with him. We shoot hoops in the backyard. It was just always, he showed love. He was my hero. All right, monochromatic. Night of Navy Blue on Night of Navy Blue ink on Night of, what did I close that for? On Night of Navy Blue cardstock. Look how that shows up wonderfully. All right, I still need this, so I didn't mean to close it. All right, I'm going to do him. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to look at it because I want to make sure that I'm good. All right, do this kind of center. Push straight down, no rocking, straight up. Perfect. All right, no coloring on this whatsoever. Okay, now this one. There's that block I was looking for earlier. All right, so I'm going to, with the same color blue, you're the best. All right, where's the you're doing a great job? Without cleaning up as I go along, which I don't want to do on live because it takes too long. Okay, is this it? You're doing a great job. What color was that? That was blue. Here we go. Doing a great job. What I do on the inside? On the inside. Let's get the green off of that because we're not doing blue. Same stamp pad. On the inside. Okay, so this time I went ahead and I look at my fingers. This time I went ahead and I did all the stamping first so I can close my ink pad. And now all I have to do is go back and put it all together. And you can probably imagine how easy this is going to be. All right, I want my tape. All right. You know what? I'm going to have to open that stamp pad because I did something different. I'm going to go ahead and layer this. And eyeball it. Layer it in the center of the card. All right, I want this back out. Now, what I'm going to do, because I want to add some dimension to the edges, I'm just simply going to rub it over the ink pad. Now, this is a messy part. You got to be... Please don't let it mess up. Fudge. Okay. But, woohoo! 2 sides to every piece of paper. All right, so I dropped it. So I'm going to go back and do that. I'll go back and do that. No big deal. So now I'm going to go back with the, what was that saying? You know, it's funny. They say, don't be afraid to make mistakes because we're human. We make mistakes. But I still don't like it. All right. So done. Not touching that again. This time I'm going to take this, buff it, rotate it around, buff it. Same on this one, because this one is going to go on the inside. Rotate it around. Buff it. I'm not holding that flat, so I'm not getting that other corner right. All right. Now I'm going to close this up because I don't want any more mistakes. All right, so these are dimensioned, popped up, mounted higher. Put that there. Put that there. Don't you love that I can cover up my mistakes and the person receiving it will not know? Don't you love that every time I do a video, I make a mistake? Goes to show that I love what I do and don't have to be perfect at it. All right, so that's all good. So all we do now is go back and mount it. This one, thank you so much for hanging on to the end. All right, so I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And what I'm doing in my current situation is sharing with people the art of rubber stamping. If you are interested in purchasing anything, you can go to my stamp store through Janice Christiansen at JaniceChristiansen.stampinup.net. I am working on a blog. As soon as I get it, I will be promoting that. My domain name is Happy Stampin' with Janice. If you type that into the internet, it will give you my Facebook page and my Stampin' Up page. So if there's anything that I can do for you, if you're interested in learning how to do more, I would love to share this with you. All right, so just like that. Same card, monochromatic, inside, and both done, ready to go. All right, just as simple as that. So let me get these back up here so you can see all of them. I've already started planning what my next project's going to be, and I'm going to work with this one, which is Artfully Aware. So many ideas have come to my head when I see this, so I kind of can't wait to start playing with that. I received a new box in today that gave me a bunch of die cuts, so I'm going to put all them away and start playing and organizing all of that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down now. I thank you very much for watching. Once again, I am Janice Christiansen with Stampin' Up! As an independent demonstrator. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. I would greatly benefit and appreciate so much if you commented, because the more people that comment, the higher the rating goes, the more Pinterest and YouTube will share my post, and sharing is caring. I would love to have people stop by and watch and get the share the experience with them. All right, so have a great day. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe, and I'll be back soon. Thank you. Bye. Finish.